This equipment is stored in the ops waistcoat and kept handy in the back of the vehicle. We have body armour, two types. Lightweight body armour, this is the one the VIPs prefer. It will only stop a 9mm bullet and a knife attack. We carry a heavier body armour. This is a ceramic plate insert. This will stop a 7.62 bullet. Pretty heavy, the VIPs don't like wearing them. Carry the famous old blankets. This gets thrown over the top of the kit, so if you stop at traffic lights or something, people don't get alarmed when you see all this gear lying in the back of the vehicle. Final thing, an umbrella, a brolly. Very, very important piece of kit. Never go anywhere without one of these. Why? In case it rains. Okay, basically, we just were down in London yesterday and met up with Ms. Long, and we had a, to say, put it mildly, a very interesting meeting. She's very anti us, basically doesn't want us to be there.
She's a pain in the bum, that is it?
Yeah. She's 52 years old. Blood group B positive,
yeah.
No allergies. Okay, she's married, 3 kids. She started off, as Johnny was saying there, at Greenham Common. She was a member of the CND, became quite prominent in that. She's not afraid to speak her mind.
At Greenham Common, women protesters picked this moment to try to break through the main gate.
She's going to Mostovia to assess the continuing British aid to that government, yeah? It's quite an unstable government, so she's going over there to have a look at them. They do have a dodgy human rights record with an ethnic minority. Basically, as far as we're aware, she hasn't been threatened. We've got the spook coming up to give us a brief in about 4 hours' time.
Unlike regular soldiers, the SAS are trained to handle most types of firearm. Yet prior to joining the SAS, the vast majority of the soldiers won't have fired more than a couple of rounds from a pistol in their careers.
The magazine at 10 rounds, load. Up!
So long hours are spent on firing ranges perfecting drills. Before our imaginary mission, the team go back to the basics.
Advance! Up! When the would-be assassin strikes, you must be able to draw your weapon quickly, get it up into the aim. But you must pause before firing off that shot. If you don't, you're liable to start shooting innocent bystanders, which is unacceptable.
Turn to your right.
Up! Up! Another thing you have to take into account when you draw that weapon and look at the target is how far is he away from you? Is he 10 metres, 15 metres, 20 metres? Because that makes a difference as to where you aim your weapon. As soon as that bullet leaves the barrel of the weapon, it starts losing power, kinetic energy. So therefore, the further the target is away, the more the bullet will drop. And the further he is away, the higher you have to aim. Up!
Good morning, gentlemen. I've been asked to come along to give you a sit-rep on Mostovia.
The team, prior to any operation, are given a situation report, or sit-rep. It covers details such as the stability of the country to be visited, background on the people involved, and a threat assessment by an intelligence officer on the person they're going to protect.
Is there something likely to happen? Is there something not likely to happen? Because that may alter the way we plan to do this task.
Our overall intelligence assessment supports the view that they are a medium risk. There is a Mostovan Liberation Army, the MLA. The command and control within their forces, if we can call them that, is pretty rudimentary.
Based on this threat assessment, there are 3 classic BG or bodyguarding methods the team can put into practice. Military overt, where the firepower is very obvious. Low-key overt, where the guns are hidden, but it's clear the VIP is still being protected. Covert, where the VIP has no idea they are being protected.
I would use military overt when you're in a war zone. You have to protect someone. You want your guys out there fully armed and very visible to any would-be assassin. Low-key overt. I would use that when you've got to protect a minister, member of parliament. They want to remain in the public eye, but they need protection. You're there to offer that protection in a low-key overt method. The final one is covert. This is good from a bodyguarding point of view because it allows you to react instantaneously to any threat posed to the VIP by anyone in the crowd in your area.
Back in 1994, on a visit by Prince Charles down under, the Royal Protection Team decided to use the low-key overt approach. Their skills were put to the test twice within a matter of days. In New Zealand, a joker lunged forward with an air freshener, causing a security alert. But in Australia, it could have been fatal for the Prince.
It was as the Prince was invited to hand out some awards that the shots rang out.
Within seconds, a classic defense plan is deployed by the protection team. Team 1 immobilizes the attacker, while Team 2 shields the Prince.
Let's analyse this incident. From the bodyguard's point of view, he wants to be next to the Prince when he's giving his speech. The Prince doesn't want him there, so he's in the background. But this is the dilemma for the bodyguard. He's got to do what his principal wants him to do. If he wants him to remain in the background, then he must remain in the background. In this case, the close protection officer was in the correct position. He's by his shoulder, very, very close to him. When the guy started to spray the aerosol, he's able to react immediately to any threat to the Prince. He covers the Prince, and the rest of the close protection team take the guy down, and he's taken away. For this operation, I've decided to use a low-key overt method. It allows me to give good protection to the minister, but it allows her to be visible to the public, which is paramount to her. At any stage during our walkabouts or our venues, we can quickly change from low-key overt to overt with weapons drawn.
The SAS are trained to deal with all forms of attack, including knives. Don't try this. Eddie and Mac's reactions are second to none, and they've spent years perfecting their skills.
What I'm doing immediately is grabbing his wrist to prevent that knife from moving anywhere. Stepping inside, put my elbow under his throat, on my left knee, into the back of his right knee. Breaking the joint, pushing down, keeping control of the weapon at all times. Holding it, twisting the arm, bending the wrist back, taking the knife off. Mac's going to swing at me with a knife. I'm going to control it by the wrist, step inside once again. Same procedure as the last, down, keeping control, twisting the arm, bending the wrist. What happened there is Mac's in the attack overarm. I'm blocking it. I'm bending down. At the same time, I'm clenching my fist. I'm going to drive my fist into Mac's crutch using the power of my thighs to drive it up, down, keeping control of the knife, breaking it off.
Before the minister, Miss Long, arrives, Eddie and the team must look at, or recce as the team call it, the route of the ministerial convoy. Moving a VIP from place to place is a dangerous time for any BG team. To the untrained eye, this road looks pretty safe, but to the professional, danger is literally around every corner.
Okay, coming across little old stone bridge, across a river, largest roundabout coming up. We're going to take the right-hand exit off of that. We need to make sure we've got the cars to block that roundabout when we get on convoy.